Hey, so welcome back. For those of you that watched the last video, we have gotten this. It looks way like it snowed or something because of the way the camera is, because of the light, but the ground is actually just dry. It's awesome. We have managed to get a couple days of sunshine in a row. It's great. So what we're going to do right now is, there were 3 acres of this one piece. It's like a 13-acre piece. But there's 3 acres of it that was sod last year. So I got to disc it. I don't have to disc the other 10 acres, but I definitely need to disc the piece where it was sod, because it's just nasty. And the chisel plow did not obviously do a good job in that. Super excited with what the chisel plow did in previously worked ground. I think it's better than the moldboard plow because I covered a lot more ground, like twice as fast. Same tractor, but I was able to cover twice the number of acres per hour with that. And it will get rid of me having to disc, which is even more save time, fuel, money, So super excited about that. Now, that being said, on sod ground, I would definitely say moldboard plow, I think, does better because it completely puts that grass underneath, where there's a lot of chance for it to continue to grow. So we're going to try to break it up with the disc, try to kill as much of it as we can with this, and smooth it out and get ready to plant corn, Lord willing, before the end of this week. So, taking a break from being out in the field, helping Dad with getting his big tractor serviced. And one of the things that I said to him was, I think before the fuel filters and the water fuel separator, there's got to be another strainer. So I called into the dealership and I said, hey, looking the parts breakdown, is there a strainer somewhere that I'm not seeing? And he goes, well, there's a cleanable fuel filter right next to it. And I looked and I realized there's a glass bowl, and I just figured it was like a little sediment bowl. I didn't realize that this nasty thing, this has actually been blown out at this point. This thing was black with dirt, algae, I don't even know what all, but it was disgusting, and it was basically choking this tractor off. Because I said to Dad, I said, this thing can't even go uphill empty in road gear. Like most of these hills that, like my tractor and all the other tractors normally go up wide open road gear, sometimes pulling an empty wagon. I'm like, this thing can't even drive itself uphill. It just seems choked for fuel. Well, we found the problem. good morning. We're back at it. I have finished disking, obviously, and one of the things we're going to do in a future video is work on fixing the tractor that I was using. One of the things that I noticed was while I was running, started making a sound in the transfer case for the four-wheel drive, where it takes the power from the transmission in the back up through the articulation point, back up to the front axle. So one of the things that I'm going to have to do is pull those bearings and gears out of that transfer case just to see what's making noise. Is it bearings that are just going bad? I hope it'll be a lot cheaper than if I have to replace any gears. But I'm taking that tractor out of the lineup right now until I get a chance to work on that. But I want to get at least my corn planted before the rain comes this weekend. We've got some tire problems going on. We had a problem with the dad's big tractor, and there's a tire on the combo mulcher that's bad. It's so dry rotted, just won't hold air. Don't really feel like putting a new tire on it right now. I'm in a hurry. So I'm gonna send Katie to the tire place, have them put a tube in it. We'll get this thing together. I just want to say something really quick. One of the most overlooked, underappreciated, and yet most important asset that any farm has is a farm wife. Farm wives basically have to be like a single mom during planting, for us during hay season, during harvest in the fall. She takes a very heavy load on herself so that we can get stuff done out in the fields, when the sun shines, and even at night, as long as it's dry. Another thing that she does is not only keep the household, together and moving when I'm not there to be of any help to her. The other thing that she does is like, take today for instance. I'm wanting to get stuff knocked out today. I've got to get the combo mulcher serviced, ready to go. I need to get the corn planter serviced and ready to go. I need to combo mulch, I need to spread fertilizer, and I need to plant. It's a fair amount for me to get done today, pretty much by myself. And instead of me having to go over and sit and wait for this tire to get fixed and bring it back, she's going to take that and take care of that for me so that I can keep things moving smoothly here, as if I never even had to miss a beat with what I was doing. So that's just something to keep in mind. Farming is not the typical occupation where it's, he does this for a living and she does that for a living. Farming is a lot of times farming is a full family commitment. And not only that, but it's a team effort. It's a lifestyle. Again, I'm not a farmer for my main source of income. I farm because I want that lifestyle. I want that opportunity to raise our kids in that environment. And so that's why we do it. And I enjoy it. It's more than a hobby to me. It's definitely something that I enjoy, and I wish I could do more of it vocationally. But I just want to kind of draw attention and spot the light on farm wives. They are far more critical to the operation than any piece of equipment on the farm. So thank you to my wife, and thanks to all the farm wives that are out there that just help keep everything moving smoothly. There she is. Our farm service van. within a couple minutes, but you know what? It's just about where I need it, so I won't even have to mess with it when I get up to the shop. I'll get it up to the shop here in just a couple minutes, and we'll get her greased up, and then she'll be ready to go too. Hey guys, so one thing I didn't talk about yesterday when I was first planting was I'm really excited about the company that I am using this year for corn seed, and it's a company called Hybrid 85. They are a non-GMO corn seed producer. That's their one thing, and they, as the guy was telling me, he's like, you know, we could do the GMO stuff. We just don't want to. It's like we want to do something and do it well. And the name Hybrid 85, the 85 is their commitment to keeping their cost of their corn seed down to $85 a unit, which is really, really awesome when you consider, especially, you know, I was looking at other conventional corn seeds, and I was looking at spending 120 something a unit at least. And then you've got, once you get into even like the cheapest GMO corn, you're talking at least 160, 170 a unit. I mean, at some point it ends up being, you know, a cost savings per acre that has to be considered. It can't be ignored. And, you know, whether it affects yield or not, we're going to find out this year. Super excited to try them out. And I'll let you guys know, you know, in the fall how we feel like it did. So this is my mobile fertilizer spreader tender situation. I put entirely too much fertilizer on the bed of the truck and haul the little tractor with the little spreader with me. So, mobile fertilizer spreader operation.